Hi, my name is Megan Elliott, and I'm going to be talking about the roles of cats in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, cats were referred to as a mew. Fully domesticated cats in Egypt originated around 2000 BC. Since then, cats played such an important role to the ancient Egyptians. The cat started out as a domesticated cat and became goddesses to the Egyptian culture, and when they died, it was taken very seriously. 4,000 years ago, the cat was first domesticated in Egypt, and the Egyptians held in the most admiration and respect for them. Domesticated cats were usually captured from the wild as kittens, and they were likely descended from the African wildcat and little swamp cats. The original home of the cat was somewhere in the Middle East, so they may as well be indigenous to Egypt. The ancient Egyptians took their cats on hunting excursions instead of dogs. The most popular excursions were going to the marshes where cats were trained to retrieve found fish. Cats have endeared themselves to many cultures for their helpful mouse hunting skills, cleanliness, attitude, and beauty. Female cats have recently been recognized for their strong mothering instinct. Slowly, the cat became more to the Egyptians than just a normal animal. The cat became a god. The cat in ancient Egypt was a sacred and respected beast. The people in Egypt had a religion centering around the worship of animals, including cats. The importance of cats is epitomized in the abundance of decorated statuettes found in the excavated tombs. Statuettes of cats were placed outside the houses of Egyptians to protect their residents and to ward off evil spirits. Statuettes were seen as religious symbols. Madfest was the first feline deity. She was the goddess of justice and execution. Madfest was sometimes depicted as a lynx, but the most famous cat goddess in the world was Bast in the lion-headed Sekhmet. The cat goddess Bast became the one deity representing protection, fertility, and motherhood. Bast became so popular, in fact, that she became a household goddess. This goddess was called Bastet when in full cat form, and Bast when only having the head of one and the body of a beautiful woman. Bast's counterpart was the goddess Sekhmet, who represented the cat goddess's destructive force. Sekhmet is known as the goddess of war and pestilence. Cats were treated as gods and were protected by the law. The punishment for harming or killing a cat was harsh. Whoever killed a cat in Egypt was condemned to death, whether he committed the crime deliberately or not. The people gather and kill the person who committed the crime. Also, there were laws forbidding the exploitation of cats. Phoenician traders often smuggled them out and sold them to the Mediterranean countries. Therefore, armies were sent out to recapture cats from foreign lands. When a cat died, the occupants of the house where the cat died of natural causes would go into deep mourning and shave their eyebrows. Cats were mummified after death, and mice, rats, and saucers of milk were placed inside their tombs. However, X-rays of 55 mummified cats show that several cats had broken necks, implying that the temple priests may have killed the cats to keep down the population and used them as offerings to Bast. In 1994, Breyer described the six-step process of cat mummification. First, they would remove the organs. Second, the cat's body is stuffed with sand or packing material. Third, the cat is placed in a sitting position. And fourth, the cat's body is wrapped tightly. Fifth, the faces and designs are painted on the wrapping with black ink. And sixth, no chemicals were used, only natural dehydration. In conclusion, cats played an important role in Egyptian culture. Cats not only became a companion to the Egyptians many years ago, but they also became a god to them. Cats were so respected that they were mummified and sometimes buried with their masters when they died. Just about each home in the United States is sharing the culture of the ancient Egyptians by having their own household cat.